Hi, this is Heather Straczynski and Danielle Rodriguez. We're with Roundtable Realty.
And this is another episode of Real Talk.
Part 2.
Deuce.
So if you saw our part 1 about different agents and agencies, this is part 2. And we're going to talk about transaction brokers.
Transaction brokers, transaction agents, and the difference between.
Yep. However you hear the term, same thing.
Right.
We just want to make sure you understand it's the same word.
Yes.
So if you watched our first episode, we kind of went over single agency. So transaction agency, again, like Danielle said, you still have to deal honestly and fairly. You have limited confidentiality, limited disclosure, but we all account for all funds, due care, diligence. But the 4 big ones that are different.
No loyalty, no obedience, limited confidentiality,
Yep.
and limited disclosure. I know that sounds harsh.
It does sound harsh.
But it's really not.
The truth.
Yeah. Well, so first, like single agents make up 2%. Transaction agents in Florida make up 98%. So the chances are pretty high that you're going to come in contact with a transaction agent.
Chances are probably you're working with a transaction agent, you don't even know it.
Right. And everybody assumes that you're getting the things that you get with a single agent. But a transaction agent, so I know it sounds harsh, so no loyalty. What that means is a transaction agent is loyal to the transaction,
Correct.
not the person.
Their job, a transaction agent, is to make that deal come together.
Right.
They're loyal, like we said, to the transaction.
Right.
It's not like they still have their client, or well, they're not called clients for a transaction agent. They're customers. They still have those, and they're not going to do bad by you at all.
Right.
But their job is to get that deal done.
Right. Which means that they may get with the other agent and try to work out to bring
do we
both
get this?
parties together to make the transaction happen. There's no confidentiality,
Correct.
so they may disclose things to the other agent to make the transaction happen.
The one thing I hate seeing, motivated seller.
Yes. Yes.
People may have permission from their seller to put that in there. But in my eyes, that means, when I have a buyer and I see motivated seller, I'm like, we don't need to offer them asking price.
Right.
They're going to come down.
Well, automatically, you know that you can make a deal.
Yeah, that's something you usually see with transaction agents.
Right.
Which there's, again, neither one is bad.
Right.
I used to be a transaction agent before I
Right.
flipped over to a single agent.
Yeah, it's just the relationship, like I said in the other
Exactly.
video, it's the relationship that they have with you personally. Limited disclosure.
Yes.
Okay, by law, a transaction agent isn't supposed to disclose certain things that they do find out because, like I said, their loyalty is to the transaction. So they're trying to make it happen. Not that they're going to, like you said, do wrong by you, lie to you, hold, pertinent information from you or anything like that. But they're not going to be as open as
Right.
maybe a single agent might be and tell you everything that they find out.
And they might not tell you that, hey, we found out that they're getting a divorce and they have to sell this house.
Right. They don't need to disclose that to
Right.
you.
If they knew that there was a sinkhole under the house,
Right.
they're going to tell
Yeah.
you that. They're not
They
going
would
to
have
keep
to.
that to themselves.
Right. A
Single
good rule
agent.
of thought, I guess, a great takeaway would be transaction agent neutral.
That's a really good one. That's a really good way to
So
explain
a transaction agent is going to be neutral. They're going to make the deal happen. They're going to deal honestly and fairly. They're going to account for all funds. They're going to make sure that you're not going to get in trouble. Nobody's going to get in trouble.
that. Right.
Not just you.
But no
Anybody.
loyalty, no obedience.
Right.
Limited disclosure, limited confidentiality. Those are the big 4 takeaways.
Yeah. Keep in mind that there is a part 3.
There is.
So keep a lookout for that. Go to our YouTube channel, Around Town, with your realtors, Heather and Danielle, for part 3. And we look forward to seeing you soon.
See you next time.